been a lot of comparisons to Britney Spears.
I honestly take it as a compliment.
I mean, are you still itching to play her?
Nothing would make me happier.
Are you breathing well?
I mean, it would be a dream.
Would you ever be down to like play her in a biopic?
Are you eating well?
Tell John Chu right now why you should play Britney.
Are you okay?
Britney Spears, pop icon, singer, actor, like any other celebrity, is having a biopic made about her, which for months now has had the internet in a brawl over who should play Britney in the biopic. Lifetime did get there first with a Britney biopic, which did not involve Britney, nor did the fans like it at all. Britney is so iconic that there is too many documentaries and things about her. I've never seen so many documentaries or films made about a pop star that's still alive. You know, you normally get this kind of treatment when you die. Right, is that just me? But for years, fans and people have wanted to hear Britney's story from her own mouth, especially with the conservatorship and everything. And eventually, the fans got that. In 2023, Britney signed a publishing deal with the publishing house Simon & Schuster for an estimated 12 to 15 million. She signed her deal to write a all-telling memoir about her life. On the 24th of October 2023, The Woman in Me was published and became a bestseller and broke records, selling over 1 million copies within the first week and going on to sell more and more worldwide. The fans and the readers alike were being fed. They were being fed. You know, we were all getting the juice. And just while we thought, you know, biopics of celebrities were starting to come a little bit quieter, Timothée Chalamet, maybe he'd be the last of the biopic, but I was wrong. There is no end of the biopics. The biopics are in and they're here to stay. And then it was announced that Universal managed to land the rights to Britney's memoir and wanted to develop it into a biopic. With Wicked and Crazy Rich Asians director John M. Chu and producer Mark Platt. Most people were very hesitant, especially the fans at this point, with all the fake movies and all the fake documentaries that we had to suffer through in the past. But then Britney confirmed that she also would be involved in the production of this, tweeting on August 1st, 2024, excited to share with my fans that I've been working on a secret project with Mark Platt. He's always made my favourite movies. Stay tuned. But the thing that Britney was not aware of is the war that she had just begun with actors and musicians and fights breaking out on Twitter, Facebook. You go on any social media, type in Britney biopic and people will be fighting. Every time I go on, there's new actors, there's new musicians that people want. I've never seen anything like this for a role before in my life.
Addison, the front of the outfit looking right here.
Actors that you know, actors that you don't know, musicians. There's even like people just posting their headshots like, I feel like I can do this. After seeing all these suggestions, all these people, I will talk about all these different suggestions at the end of this video, but I narrowed it down to like few individuals who have been getting a lot of praise online to play this role. But there is also some people who are so specifically wanting one person, they will start petitions, they will fight. If you think that Addison Rae should not play Britney Spears, they will fight you. Now, before we move on, Billboard did release an article saying who their dream cast would be for the Britney biopic. It'll be quite fun to just go through that a little bit and see if we agree. So Billboard said they wanted Sydney Sweeney as Britney. I see it, but I feel like there are other people who maybe would suit it more. I don't disagree with that choice. Now this is a very interesting one, but Millie Bobby Brown as Jamie Lynn, which is Britney Spears' sister. I don't know about this shout. I don't really see Millie Bobby Brown playing the sister. Like, imagine your dream role being Britney Spears and you play the sister. I'm not going to agree with that one. I don't think that Millie Bobby Brown should play a sister. Sandra Bullock as Lynn Spears. I agree with this one. I think she'd do great. Alec Baldwin as Jamie Spears. I mean, sure. Gavin as Justin Timberlake. If I thought of like someone playing Justin Timberlake, I feel like someone like, if I say this, you guys cannot get mad at me. Harris Dickinson. Dove Cameron as Christina Aguilera. I think she would actually smash that, to be fair. I think she'd do really great as that. Now this one I cannot understand at all. Christina Aguilera as Madonna. So you're telling me Christina Aguilera would play Madonna in a biopic of Britney Spears while Dove Cameron plays her? Like, imagine the conversation between them two about their characters. Like, I feel like that would be so uncomfortable. If you get Christina Aguilera, she literally looks young enough, she can fucking play herself. She went into the fucking Fountain of Youth and came out looking like she was in the 90s again. And you can get Dove Cameron to play Madonna. That is ultimately the list that Billboard came up with. I wanted to just quickly dapple into that before we go any further.
Oh my goodness, I love Britney Spears. No one will ever compare.
One of the most suggested people to play this role is Addison Rae. TikTok star and pop icon. The comparisons between her and Britney has been floating around for, in my opinion, I would say the longest. I remember seeing months ago where people be like, oh my gosh, she's so Britney coded. But it all kind of stemmed from her rebrand following her new music releases of Diet Pepsi. Do you see Diet Pepsi? All these people that I'm going to tell you about, they all have little like hints of becoming Britney. It's like they're auditioning with their life. So after her new rebrand and dyeing her hair blonde, releasing Diet Pepsi and having a lot of influence from the 2000s music videos and outfits, people were like, oh my god, this is like Britney, comparing them to Britney's interviews and saying that she was like trying too hard and that she was playing into the comparisons of her and Britney too much. And then the infamous Britney memoir reading stunt. Addison Rae was coming out of a shop and she had called the paparazzi on herself reading Britney's memoir.
Hey Addison, how's it going today? Good to see you.
Are you reading the Britney book?
I am! You guys should go buy it.
Hate Addison Rae all you want. You know, you can hate on the girl. You know, you shouldn't fucking hate on anyone because like you don't know them. But that was iconic. And because of how iconic it was, it sparked this new like trend where people just went out dressed as Addison Rae reading the Britney memoir. So along with these new stunts and things, people were calling out her for copying facial expressions and outfits and things. So there were a lot of people who were very offended and didn't like. But on the other hand, there were people and are people going absolutely feral for her to become Britney.
I want to go on record and say if they do not cast Addison Rae as Britney Spears in her biopic that's coming out, they made a huge mistake. Addison Rae is Britney Spears.
And it's not like we haven't seen Addison Rae dabble in some acting before. I mean, she's done her like little horror film, and could she play Britney? I feel like she could, but it like, you know when you have like a raw performance of like real emotion, like real deep, like I don't know if she could give that, but like she could definitely give like the pop side. But like if it got to the real deep like gritty stuff, it's not like I don't think she could do it, but maybe not to a level of like some other people. But I feel like she'd get memed a lot more than like the other people because she's like a TikToker, you know? But it's not like I don't think she could do it. I think she could do it. I think all these people could do it. The levels of their ability may be different in certain areas. All these women I'm talking about today are all amazing women, and I'm not putting them against each other. They each could do so well in this role in different levels.
Quick question right now. Who is the new Britney Spears? Addison Rae or Tate McRae?
Tate McRae is another one that I've seen a lot. Compared to like Addison, Tate hasn't really gone into the whole like dyeing the hair thing, but she has wore Britney's dress. But when it comes to stage presence, dance ability and singing ability, I think Tate could take the crown. We've seen her performances. Her music is getting a lot of praise and a lot of appreciation for the 2000s influence and Britney influence on her album. And her music videos have Easter eggs of Britney's music videos in them. So she takes a lot of inspiration from Britney. And a lot of people don't seem as heated on this suggestion as they do Addison Rae. But the interesting thing is, on this list, Tate is like the only one that's actually spoken to Britney. May 2024, Britney Spears actually interviewed Tate McRae for the Dazed magazine.
Literally can't believe she said yes. And apparently she like loved my song You Broke Me First, which was so funny.
Those comparisons freak you out?
Every artist gets a comparison to someone. I think it is interesting because obviously like your intention is to just be yourself. Your intention is to just like release music, dance, perform, do what you love and see what people think. You kind of just have to let them have their opinion and not take anything too personally. Obviously, it's an honor when you get compared to people, but like no one's ever going to touch Britney. Britney's her own person. She's a legend. Like she's Britney Spears.
Now we haven't seen Tate McRae act, so I don't know if she could take on the level of the Britney It's definitely going to be a hard one to pull off. Now, for our last main competitor, we will get to the others, don't worry, there are a lot more, is Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown just confirmed that she would like to play Britney Spears in the new biopic. That might be why we're seeing such a drastically different look from her lately.
The talk about Millie Bobby Brown playing Britney started after Millie was in an interview with Drew Barrymore and talked about playing Britney Spears and it being her dream role.
What's something on your bucket list as a producer and a filmmaker?
I want to play a real person, and I think for me, Britney would be Britney Spears.
Which made many people mad, as Britney made a comment on Instagram. People assumed that she was attacking Millie for saying like she wants to play her, and I don't know. But anyway, recently Millie did another interview, kind of put it out in the world that she would love to play Britney, and it made people very suspicious. Millie has been doing some stuff that's making me suspicious. I'm out of all of these so far, I think Millie might be playing it. Here's my reasonings why. She has dyed her hair. She's dyed her hair and she keeps on posting these things on Instagram. Like, it does look very similar to Britney in some of these poses that she does. Now, I have two thoughts about this. One is she's either playing the role and she's just like having a little fun on social media. Or the other reason is that she's trying to look like, so then people say that she looks like it and then she gets more pushed to like be it. And we all know that Millie Bobby Brown can sing. Like, you could fight me on that, but she can definitely sing. Okay, girl has lungs. I definitely think she could do it. We haven't seen her dance. Now, that might be an issue. It's annoying. Like, if you formed all these three women together, that would be Britney. Also, stop being mean to Millie, okay? She does not look like a 50-year-old woman. She's just a normal human. Oh, and the last one I did want to touch on. This has not been suggested that much. Really, I've not really seen it. But I've heard her talk about it a lot, is Emma Roberts. Like, there's several interviews of her talking about playing Britney Spears.
Are you in any actual discussions about starring in the Britney Spears biopic?
I'm honored. I mean, I have been preparing for the role of Britney my entire life. And I do play Toxic for my son while I'm giving him a bath.
Perfect.
Which I think is millennial parenting.
Yes.
Other people think is crazy, but I would love to play Britney. I just need all of you guys to make it come true. So
there you go. Thanks, virtual fans. I'm into.
So now that we have gone over the main three people who are in the running, who are like suggested a lot, as a little fun little segment of this video, because this video is very fun, isn't it, guys? You're having so much fun here, right? I made a little tier list. It's ranked by Britney's famous quotes. At the bottom we have, are you breathing well? Are you eating well? Are you okay? You better work, bitch. Are you shouldn't have? I'm Britney, bitch. I have a lovely row of ladies here. First we have Sydney Sweeney. As we've already talked about, we think Sydney Sweeney could possibly play the Britney. I think we will put Sydney, I'm gonna put her there. Tate McRae. Now, Tate McRae, for me, I think she's in between these two. She could definitely do the dancing part. I don't really see it. Like, I don't think she could do it, but I just don't see it. But I think she is very close to being there, you know? Okay, next we have Addison Rae. Now, I see Addison Rae playing Britney more than I see Tate McRae playing Britney. So for that, I am going to put her in here. Sabrina Carpenter. I don't see Sabrina Carpenter really playing Britney because I think she's too cheeky. Also, Britney doesn't understand her.
Sabrina Carpenter. Why is she kissing an alien? I didn't understand that part. Why didn't she kiss a girl? Like, that was weird. After watching that, I took a really long bath.
It probably would make sense me to do that. Okay, I don't know who suggested Natalie Portman. I reckon people said her because of Millie and people are always comparing the two, but I don't really see her playing it. Olivia Holt. Now, I really see her playing Britney. Like, generally, do really see it. A lot of people are saying Olivia Holt for a few reasons. One of the main ones is that she's not like too well known. So I'm gonna put her in here, okay? I'm just gonna manifest it. And I feel like maybe it happened. Selena Gomez. I love Selena Gomez, okay? Was the first ever child favorite celebrity I ever had. Like, I so wanted to be her so bad. Do I see her playing Britney Spears? I don't really see it. Selena's doing fine. So I'm just gonna put her in the bottom one because I don't think it's gonna happen. Not because I think she's like bad. Katie Holmes is the same as like Natalie Portman. I feel Emma Roberts. I haven't seen her dance. I haven't seen her sing, but she says she can dance and she can sing. If this was your dream role, you would say you could fucking ice skate and levitate, but I see her doing it more than like these women. I don't know if she has the dance ability. Right, Trisha Paytas. I wouldn't normally put Trisha Paytas in this lineup, but the girl has been wanting to be Britney for years. So it's not like she's the first one I think of, but like obviously she could do it. Like, I'm not saying like she's fucking Trisha Paytas. I have to give her props. She can sing. She does sound like Britney.
I had the answers to everything.
Also, if she was Britney. I feel like that would actually be sick. Like, I generally want to see that so badly. Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift, but I don't think that she needs to play Britney Spears. She's got enough to do being Taylor Swift, let alone beat Britney Spears as well. Margot Robbie, we all know Margot Robbie could do anything, so we could just put her like all the way up here. So we're on the same page. It kind of goes from like this way, right? So least likely, least to, we're thinking something like that. So like Tate and like they're very close, right? Last but not least, Millie Bobby Brown. Here she is. Are you Britney, Millie? I think we all know where I'm going to go with this. She's Britney. She's just trolling everyone right now because she knows she's Britney. So that, my friends, is my lineup. And do you know my final answer? My final answer, who would play Britney the best, is Britney, okay? And at the end of the day, I have faith that Britney would choose Britney. So, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry it's been a little while. I have been depressed. The question in the comments today is, who do you think Britney should choose to play Britney? Love you guys. And I will see you very, very soon. We hope. You know, like...